Hey, welcome to day 3, halfway through. I'm excited to be here with you, and today we're working on pranayama, so breath work. Pranayama is part of the yogic path, and it's a really awesome tool for bringing balance, for reducing stress and anxiety, and for strengthening that connection to the self. So it's an awesome resource, and that's why I'm teaching it to you today, specifically a pranayama exercise. I'll go through a few, but we'll work together with one. So pranayama, the impetus, the main reason for pranayama is to strengthen the connection between body and mind. It has multiple health benefits, and it really helps to bring focus and clarity. So there are several different forms of pranayama, and they each have like different benefits. You've got Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is an energizing breath. It's skull illuminating. So it really kind of builds that fire and energizes through the body. It also works your core muscles and stimulates your third chakra, which is Manipura, and this is your kind of power, motivation, drive, energy center. Then you've got Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana means purification of channels, and Nadi Shodhana is great for cleansing, for clearing out stuck energy. It also balances left and right brain, left and right sides, and works to balance the dualities within us. Then you've got full yogic breath. Full yogic breath is the one where you breathe through the belly, the ribs, chest, ribs, belly as you exhale. So what this does is basically energizes the whole of the system. So it really oxygenates the body, the cells, brings all that lovely energy into all the range of the lung capacity. So you're fully, making the most of that oxygen. It also works really well to calm the central nervous system. So it's really relaxing. Then we've got, what else have we got? We've got Brahmari. We're going to work with Brahmari today. That is humming bee, and it's one of my favorite. It's really great for calming, reducing stress, anxiety, and for bringing the focus inward if you feel a bit like frazzled. There's also Ujjayi breath, which you may have heard of, especially if you do yoga regularly. Ujjayi breath is good for concentration and focus, and it also builds heat from the inside of the body. So it's good for when you're working with a dynamic flow to build that heat from the inside, as well as gaining that heat and energy through movement on the outside. All right, so I'll give you a demonstration of Brahmari now. I'm using this one today because this is a self-care practice, and this breathing technique is really useful for if you're feeling out of control or out of balance or stressed, anxious, negative thoughts, all these experiences that we can have sometimes when life's a bit uncertain, or we're going through change, or we're feeling low. So this really helps. It's a very all-encompassing one to help kind of calm and bring focus and draw a sense of centering, bring the attention inward, and just really heal. It's a healing breath. Okay, so we're going to do it together for a moment. I'll demonstrate, and then I'll do a short yoga flow, and we'll come into Brahmari at the end of it. Okay, so to practice Brahmari, take your 3 index finger, middle finger, and ring finger, 3 fingers, place them over your eyes, close the eyes, and then take your thumbs and place them over your ear holes. So you're cutting off your senses. And then you inhale fully And as you exhale, you hum. So, and then you inhale, exhale, hum. And you do that for at least 10 breaths. You can do it for as long as you feel, as long as you need. So if you want to do it for much longer than that, then I recommend it. The vibrations through the body really help calm the nervous system. They really kind of send that soothing tone through the body. No need to panic. Everything's okay. So, if you're sat on a prop or anything, then remove the prop and we're going to come into child's pose. You can have your knees together or your knees wide. If you have your knees together, it sort of stretches through the muscles around the back. If you have your knees wide, it works more into the hips, but both options work in both areas. And so choose the child's pose that's working for you today. If your head doesn't touch the floor, you can fold your arms and rest your forehead against your wrists. So really make it about you. And take a few deep breaths here. So expand your belly, bring that oxygen into the body. Find space through the inhale and release through the exhale. And feel the floor beneath you supporting you. This grounding connection. And place always here for you to come back to your center, ground, connect. Awesome. With your next inhale, peel up and then bring your knees into alignment, so underneath your hips. And lift your chest, maybe drop the belly button a little. Exhale to sit down and back. Inhale, lift up, lift the chest. Exhale, sit the hips back, child's pose. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Moving through these two positions. Feel free to close your eyes. And then perhaps start to bring in some more fluid movement. So if you want to make a kind of figure of 8 as you're moving here, or wiggle around the knees, around the wrists. Ease into any area of the body that feels like it could do with a bit of movement. Take the breath there. If there's any particular stiffness or tension in your body, just ease it out with a real sense of kindness and compassion, moving softly, mindfully with your breath. This kind of sensual self-exploration. Awesome. Next time you come forwards, drop the hips down, bring your belly all the way down to the mat and have your hands underneath your forehead. So fold your arms in front of you. Give the hips a little wiggle, just shuffle them side to side. And then close your eyes here and take a couple of breaths. Lovely. And then rise up, bring the elbows underneath the shoulders and the forearms outstretched in front. Spread the palms, roll the shoulders down the back. Gently press the tailbone into the floor. So we're thinking about space between the vertebrae. Maybe pull the hands towards you to draw your chest through the gateway of your arms and find that length through your abdomen. Fab. Then we're going to take the right hand and slot it underneath all the way over to the left hand side. And then take your left hand and slide it above the right. So like your arms are crisscrossing the top of the arms, and bring your palms so they're facing up. Rest your head down over your arms, and if you want to place a block underneath your head, then go ahead. Take some deep breaths here, so we're really opening into the upper back here, into the shoulders. Great. Gently release. Bring your left hand on top of your right and roll over to your side. And then take your left knee towards your elbow and open your left arm up. So we've come into a spinal twist. Okay, so left knee is across the body up towards the right elbow. You're kind of like surrendering to the sky. You can shuffle around a bit to find that place where you're comfy enough. Deep breath. And then bring that left hand back. Touch palms. Come onto your belly. Find Sphinx pose. And then this time, take the left hand under, shoot it towards the other side, and the right hand on top. So swapping your arms. Crisscross at the top like sliding doors, and then settle your head down. Relax every part of the body that doesn't need to be switched on. Close your eyes. Lovely. Then lift the chest slightly and take this right hand. Place it on your left palm. Lean over to your left hand side. Take your right knee up towards your left elbow and open the arm out, the right arm out. So again, you found this nice twist. The closer your knee is to your elbow, the more intense the twist will be. The further away is more relaxed and subtle. See what feels good for you, because it does depend on your anatomy. It will feel different to me to how it feels to you. So really, yoga is your practice. It's about you and exploring your own body. Great. Take your right hand back over, touch palms, connect, and then slide onto your belly. Bring the hands under the shoulders, peel up through the knees into child's pose. Deep breath here. And then inhale to peel up, come into all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And with an inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, sweep the right arm under the left, bring your shoulder and the side of your face to the floor. Take some deep breaths here. You can extend your left hand or maybe press your fingertips into the floor next to your face, or take your hand to your sacrum or your opposite thigh. Awesome. Take your left hand back to the floor. Press it into the floor beside your face. Open the right arm up. And then find all fours. And invitation here to take a wild cat. So either barrel rolling your ribs in one direction and then the other, or moving more dynamically like we did at the beginning. Moving dynamically around your knees and your wrists. Awesome. Come back into all fours. And with an inhale, raise your left arm up. Nice stretch through the side. Exhale, sweep the left arm down under the right. Drop the side of the head and the shoulder to the floor. Find what you want to do with your right hand on this side. And then gently replace that right hand, press it into the floor. Find your way up, unravel, open the left arm. Bring it down to meet the right. And then sit back into kneeling. And from a kneeling position, we're going to sweep the arms up around the body. And exhale, drop the hips to the left-hand side and the arms over to the right. So you find a nice stretch through your left side. Come back up through center and take it over to the other side. So you can kind of pop your hips down towards the mat and lean the arms over to the left. Rise back up through center. Take the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together, broaden through your collarbones. Deep breath into your heart. Fabulous. Release the arms. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. If you want to accentuate the stretch through the left side, then you can extend that left hand. Rise back up. Take the left ear to the left shoulder and maybe extend your right hand out, your choice. Bring the head back through center. Lift the chin up to the sky and then drop it down to your chest. Lift it up to the sky, down to your chest. Lovely, one more time. Fab. Come back through center. Okay, we're going to take Brahmari now. So you can either take it like we did at the beginning, fingers over your eyes and thumbs in your ears. If you want to take that, then great. You can also come down into child's pose. So you do exactly the same thing, but with your head down on the floor. This is an even more grounding and introspective version. So you choose what you're feeling today. And we'll do it together. I'm going to do it 10 times. And then you can take your time. You can pause this video and do it for as long as you want. So you do you. I'll do it 10 times and then come up, all right? So coming into your position, deep breath. When you've completed your pranayama, Come to kneeling and just take a moment to feel the effects. Check in with yourself. How do you feel? How did that make you feel? Maybe it's not something that you've done before, so it feels a bit exposing or vulnerable. Just know the more you practice these resources, the more natural and they will become, and the more you can really kind of integrate them into your life. So that's your homework for today. Pranayama. And if you want to do a different pranayama, if you already practice and you want to choose to do one of the others, then go right ahead, share it in the group, let us know your progress. We'd love to know, and I'd love to support you. If you have any questions about Brahmari or any other pranayama practice, then just ask. Drop a message on the group or DM me. I'm here for you, 100%. And yeah, let me know how you get on. Let us know in the group. Let's share our progress together. All right. Big hugs to you today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.